Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here to do your May reading, and this will be for the sign of Cancer. Cancer, I'm going to read for you from the After Tarot. Please remember the readings are only general, and I will pull your card from the Wisdom of the Hidden Oracle deck by Colette Baron Reid. Okay, this is for the month of May. All right, very nice. So you start off with the Empress. Now the Empress is the card of Gaia. It's the card of someone who is ready to birth new things, have a brand new start, put something into something. This is about giving birth to new projects. The Empress is also the divine feminine, and this can be you feeling ready to bring something new into the world. You could be expecting, you could be ready to start a family. You could also be looking at someone with a strange sense of awe here, because somebody you see for what they are, somebody you've recognized. Maybe you've had some sort of enlightenment here. You're seeing somebody quite differently here. I look at the swan and I think the ugly duckling into the swan. Nice. Okay, so there's been a little bit of thinking going on behind this energy of the Empress. The Five of Wands is a card that talks about mental conflict. It can talk about conflict with others as well, others around you. You could be arguing with family members, friends, but it's often mental conflict. It's the card for me that does the whole should I, shouldn't I, do I, don't I, will I, won't I, like that type of energy. Okay, so remember this month in May, you are the Magician. You are a person who can manifest what you want. And if it's something that you want here, something you want to give birth to, a relationship you might want to embark on, whatever it is, there's none of this sort of going backwards and forwards anymore. You will make a decision and you will know that you're in the place to manifest something. So you could be meditating on something, you could be taking time out at the moment, but you are about to close a cycle. And move into a new time. There's a lot of anxiety here though. A lot of anxiety. You could be finding it hard to make some sort of decision about how to move forward on something. For some of you, it may be about starting a family, starting a relationship. I feel that you're doing your research, but there's a lot of anxiety around something that you're trying to work your way towards here. Definitely taking time out, resting your mind, asking for answers from the universe. Very good time to do that. This is very potent energy around worry and stress here. Okay, so we have the King of Wands coming out. So the King of Wands can be a card of Leo, Sag or Aries. The King of Wands is he's the most spectacular of all the kings. He's very much a leader. He very much knows what he wants and goes after it. He can be very attractive, have a lot of charisma. Other people look to him for advice. He may be very attractive, sexy, passionate. This could be how you're feeling at the moment. Okay. Five of Pentacles. Cancer, your energy in this reading is going backwards and forwards dramatically here. The Five of Pentacles is a card of depression, feeling left out in the cold, trying to look for inner spiritual support where you don't feel like there is any. There's a clean divide here between what you are trying to do alone and what spirit is trying to show you is there. It's like you are looking for answers on the outside rather than going inside. This whole reading goes backwards and forwards. It's like you have something you want to do, some strange determination here that sits within you, and you keep looking for answers outside of yourself, and all you're feeling on the inside is fear and stress and anxiety. And Spirit is trying to say to you here, you have the answers within you. You're just not looking in the right place. Okay, let's keep going. Holy dooly. Okay, so there is a lot of fighting here. And this is the card of stability. There's a lot of fight here. And this fighting isn't with other people. This is with yourself. This is inner conflict. This is going against things, going with things, making decisions, going against your decision, beating yourself up then because you haven't followed through. And you're doing this here. And this card of stability is saying here, you have to make a decision in order to have this stability back in your life. All right, let's keep going. Whilst talking stability, we have the Hierophant here as well. Okay, we do also, this is codependent energy that you're going through here. I've had this codependent energy coming through in a lot of the readings. Okay. The codependent energy is around you having this firm foundation to make your decisions based upon. When you're in the energy of insecurity, stress, and anxiousness, you will question your decisions because you're going backwards and forwards between what you know is right and what you are trying to achieve. So this is why the energy is going backwards and forwards here, because you're clinging on to something and not actually making a clear decision about what you want. So it's like you are, feeling very powerful, making a decision, knowing that you have the power to do it, feeling 100% confident, and then lapsing back into this energy of what happens if it goes wrong, what happens if things don't go right. If you're thinking of having a child, it may be that you are doing that exact thing. Maybe this isn't a good time to have a child. I'd love to have a baby and I've made my mind up I want to have a baby, but now I can't see it. We haven't got enough money. That's the sort of energy you're going through here, backwards and forwards. And there's so much stability here, but you have to stick to what you know. You have to not allow this ego energy to keep jumping on you and self-sabotaging what you want to do. And this is what's happening, especially here, where Spirit's saying here, we've got your back, but you have to remember where that comes from. We're coming from inside of you. We're coming from your intuition. We're trying to show you the way to go, but you keep backtracking to this. I'm not sure if I can do it. I'm not sure if it's what I want. Devil energy. Okay, so there's something you want to do here. There's something you want to invest in. Something you feel very, very sure about. But it's in regards to something that you need to communicate and you're not ready to communicate. For many of you, it's about love. Why are you not communicating? Maybe because you're going backwards and forwards on a decision. Maybe you want to speak to somebody about this, but you are not feeling confident enough to speak up, speak out, express yourself. Expression. There are no cups here other than the Ace of Cups. There's something you feel very passionate about, but there are no cups here. So this says to me that there's a lack of love of self here. A lack of love for who you are. So you're not treating yourself as the person you deserve to be treated by. And maybe that's come from other people treating you poorly. Maybe you've had a pretty tough upbringing here. You could have a situation here where you are not trusting your own judgment because you don't have enough love of self. You do, because you go backwards and forwards all the time. So love for self does come through, but then you self-doubt. You let everybody else's experience, words, the way they've treated you, everything come forward. And yet here I have clear stability. So there are times when you are really clear about what you want to do. But then other times when you slip under the energy again. I feel like this is about self-love. I feel that you need to understand, you know, you deserve as much as others and you deserve what you want here. Because I feel like it's trying to say to you here, if there's something you want, if there's something you want to see, then you have to learn to speak up and say, I want this. Now, whether it's a person, whether it's a situation, whatever it is, you're going backwards and forwards on the energies. Look at it. And then what happens is after you keep going back, then you start beating yourself up about it and you're dreaming about it. And there's this energy that you are really trying to sort through what you want. In the month of May, you are going to be able to manifest whatever this is. You are going to have the power here. So you're going to come to some sort of decision here and you're going to understand that you have all of the tools you need. You have everything you need to move forward. And if it's for, you know, people worrying about their lack of finances, their lack of support, whatever it is that you're worrying about that's stopping you moving forward here, you're going to have some sort of realization that will bring you around to understanding you have everything you want right in front of you. Okay, so you have the Rainbow Prince coming out. And this is about compensation and perseverance. So let's see what he's got to say. 26. Alrighty. I will read him. When the Rainbow Prince appears as your ally, he reminds you about the law of compensation and the law of receiving. After the rainstorm you've endured on your journey, the Rainbow Prince brings you a pot of gold, which is the result of you using all of the elements of your inner light and reaching into the sky until you touch the material realm from one end to the other. That was a long sentence. This isn't always an easy process, and hard work must be rewarded by compensation. When you align yourself with the energy of giving the highest value, your compensation is inherent in the act itself. But the message here is more than that. The Rainbow Prince says to keep your sights on the sky after the rainstorms that may have upset your life. Focus your bliss to the pot of gold waiting for you. Perseverance pays off and your reward will be greater than you can imagine. Well, doesn't that card speak for itself? Eye on the prize there, Cancer. Thanks.